Welcome everybody. I'm going to introduce our scholarship recipient. The MGGA, we do, the silent auction goes to awarding scholarship to a student who's in horticulture in community college, University of Maryland, the IAA. With the golf, we do a fishing, and we do, like I said, the silent auctions, and we put together these symposiums throughout the year, and it all goes 100% to our scholarship. So let me introduce, his name is Philip Davis. He's had a very well-written application, an excellent career plan, and a passion for horticulture. Philip started at the Anne Arundel Community College, where he was a member of the Academic Honor Society. He then transferred to the Community College of Baltimore, where he has maintained a 4.0 and has found himself again on the Academic Honor Society. Philip also likes to invent things. We need to talk to Philip about being on the Shark Tank. He has invented a weeding bucket, which allows you to weed without any back pain for a long time. So,
I want one. Bring one next year so we can go ahead and have it in silent auction.
Yeah,
okay. Really?
Phil, come on. And you're going to give us a little presentation. Yeah.
Hold on, Brett.
Thank you very much. So I'd like to say thank you very much to the Maryland Greenhouse Growers Association. This is an honor, it's a blessing, and it takes a burden off my back so I can actually focus on my studies. And I'd also like to thank my horticulture professors at the Community College of Baltimore County. Absolutely incredible staff, incredible courses, incredible program. And I've been able to take a number of classes in the program: the soils, propagation, plant ID, IPM, pesticide management. And then I've also been able to accomplish a number of projects and internships, which I'll highlight here. So again, thank you very much. So right now I'm working towards my Associate of Applied Science degree in Sustainable Horticulture at the Community College of Baltimore County. Here's our greenhouse here. We've done a number of projects within the greenhouse, and then one project I'll show you happened on the side of the greenhouse. We built a green retaining wall. And so what we did was we used the Furbish Company's Smart Slope, and it was a one-day project. And here we are just lining up the Smart Slope blocks. We had to make sure they were properly spaced, properly graded. And then at the end of the day, it was just a great project, because ultimately we prevented the runoff from pooling in the greenhouse like it was. Another project, I built a portable light table. And so what I did was I have the plexiglass, I have shelving that I reconstituted for the project. I mounted tracing paper on top, and I mounted below a low-profile T5 light, which I can actually turn on and then reflect the light up through my drafts. And I like to take more of a hybrid approach with my design, so I'll do base plans in AutoCAD, and then I'll have the light shining through, and then I also, I'll have my base plans here, and I'll attach them with high-powered magnets instead of tape. And then when I turn on the light, I can see through multiple layers of tracing paper. And then for an internship, I did an internship at the Providence Center, which is a nonprofit organization that gears towards helping adults with disabilities. So it was just a great experience. They grow grasses for wetland restoration projects. I also was growing native perennials in the other greenhouses. But it was just a lot of fun to work on propagation, watering schedules. Here's one of the adults, and she loved to water was her task of the day. I also got a chance to scout for insect pests and then also help with a soil drench Bacillus thuringiensis. So that was a great experience. And here's me just working hard, having fun, and it was nice because I would go there, I would do my day-to-day operations, and then on my time when I was, had free time, they let me do my own projects. So I built a number of things for the Providence Center, and did a number of things. Like, for instance, I prepared this field in the back, doing soil samples, testing, making amendments, which ultimately led to the adults planting a vegetable garden. Another thing was I noticed that rain was sloping off the pavement, so I decided to dig out a rain garden, and I did have the adults help me with that. So here's a couple more adults helping me with that. And then basically dug out the rain garden, and it leads to a small retention pond. Something else I built for them, I built a potting bench. Because I noticed that some of the adults were saying, hey, my back's hurting, and some of them are young, some are older. So what I wanted to do was just create something so they wouldn't have to reach into a vat and load up their flags. So here's the adults, and by far, in a way, the most rewarding aspect of my internship with the Providence Center was working with the adults. Even though they were deemed as developmentally disabled, each one of them had gifts, talents, abilities, and it was just a matter of understanding what their gifts and talents were and then helping them find a spot where they could do their best work. And it was just a rewarding experience. I've known for a while that plants need certain conditions for optimal growth, and the people here and people everywhere are no different. So it was just a great, rewarding experience, and I continued to work with them well after my internship. My short-term goal is actually to finish Community College of Baltimore County within this semester. I'm going to graduate with an Associate of Applied Science in Sustainable Horticulture. I'm going to get 3 certificates in Plant ID, Landscape Design, and then also Greenhouse Management. And in the future, I'm interested in getting a Permaculture Design certificate. I'm also interested in going to the University of Maryland, where I'd like to continue my studies in plant science. And then at least a minor in business, so I can develop a broad academic base and become the best employee I could be, but also open myself up for one day running my own operation. And this I just love this verse where it says, this is basically what I want for myself, is just be like a tree planted by the streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, whose leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. And I just want to put out there, if anyone's interested, we have our flyers for the Community College of Baltimore County. I also have my contact card if anyone's interested. I'm always open to opportunities. I'm focused on plants, but I'm open to opportunities. And then again, I'd just like to say thank you very much to the Maryland Greenhouse Growers Association. It's an honor, it's a blessing, and it takes a huge burden off my back so I can go deeper in my studies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Philip. An award well deserved. We thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, folks, I've been given the mic to introduce our